Well, howdy, I'm John Mark Dempsey, and we're having a second cup of coffee conversation here with a couple of people know a lot of you are well familiar with. One is the Reverend Peter McNabb of First United Methodist Church, and at least for the time being. And the other is my partner in sports broadcasting here at KSST, Tony Flippin. And we're going to bring Tony into the conversation here with respect to how First United Methodist Church has been a part of his life now for the last couple of years. But Peter, before we get off into that, you're a short timer here in Sulphur Springs, very much so, huh?
Yes. I wish I could have stayed a lot longer, but I am moving on. And God has always been about sending people to new places. And in the early church, they had apostles, and the word apostle means to be sent. And the United Methodist Church, we do that. The United Methodist pastors frequently are moved to a new territory, a new place they need to go to. And I'm being appointed to become the new senior pastor at First United Methodist Church of Heath, Texas, just outside of Rockwall. Mm-hmm. So I'll be moving. My last Sunday is coming up here on June the 8th, and so then I'll be moving on and starting in July there. So.
How many years have you been in Sulphur Springs?
Not that long. I was here just 2 years.
2 years.
But it's been a joy to be part of the community for these 2 years.
Well, you have become such a part of it that it seems longer than that. And Chris Rickwarts is
coming in. He's the new pastor. We have we don't have to wait long. He's going to be coming in July, and he's a fine man. He's been serving as pastor of Asbury United Methodist Church in Denton, and now he'll be coming in with his wife and his 2 daughters who are already getting involved in the community quite a bit here. So, Chris, it's one of the beauties of the United Methodist system is that we have it that we don't go long without a pastor. We'll have a new pastor in really soon. He'll be starting in July. So. Yeah.
And most pastors in the United Methodist Church are only there for maybe 4 years or so.
Relatively short amount of time.
Yeah,
right?
So nobody.
Longer. Yeah.
And there's advantages and disadvantages.
Right.
I
think one of the big things is we know we're serving the Lord, and that the congregation is called to serve the Lord, and so it's not about the pastor. It's about the pastor is a part of it, but we want the important thing is the faith community that you develop and that we keep on developing.
Well, we're going to miss you.
Thank you. I'll miss you guys.
This guy I've had a lot of conversations with going up and down the road and some very long trips in football, basketball, and baseball, softball. But Tony told me recently, somehow your name came up, and Tony said, I'm going regularly to First United Methodist Church again. And you had a terrible tragedy in your life a couple of years ago.
Right about the time he came.
And people are familiar with it. I'll let you discuss that to the extent that you want to. But Peter actually came into your place of business at one time and brought you back into the church.
He was a big part of it. We had Burgerland. My wife was killed in a car wreck a couple of years ago. My sister is a member as well at First Church, and she introduced us, Peter, to me one Sunday, in fact, when we were working, and he came in after church. And for as people to realize, for as much as I talk when I know you, when somebody like a preacher or something comes up to me, I just clam up. I mean, I'll be cordial, but I mean, it's guarded. It's not an adversarial or anything. It's just the way I am. Luann Payne came to Burgerland, and I thought she was not aggressive, but she was very excited, wanted me to come in.
Enthusiastic,
and now I'm in the class with her, and I realize that's Luann. So that's not aggressive. I mean, she is just a ball of fire. But Pete, welcomed me, invited me, and so forth. But it was one of my classmates, David Bradley, mentioned that Pam Sellers was the teacher in his Sunday school class. That's all it took, because Pam is very dear to me. She worked with Becky. She's my rock. And so I went back, and I've been there ever since. And then I kept thinking, don't just sit here. You've got to join back and get more involved and so forth. And then with Peter leaving, I wanted him to be a part of it, because he has come to me many times outside of church and, and been a friend and complimented us on our ball games and things as such. And so I wanted to have him be the one to bring me back into the church. So it was my birthday Sunday. My boys were here. I told them I wanted them up front with me and so forth. So big day.
Great story. Did you just join the church, or was the baptism? Did you go through that again?
We believe Jesus got it right the
one
first time.
Yeah, I'm familiar. I got it.
They're done.
Not enough water to get under there.
Right. Well, of course, in Methodist is just that little little sprinkle.
So he's good.
So you mentioned we're almost out of time, but
that's a good story.
You used the term as we were talking before we turned the mics on and the camera on. Faith community.
Yes.
That's
so
part
important.
of what is.
This is a great
Tony's
story right here with Tony, and it's just a reminder that all of us need each other. Each one needs a faith community. I think it's so important for people to find a faith community to do this journey called life, with the mountaintops, with the valleys, with the great things that you get to do together, and also the challenging things, and then the worthwhile things to make a difference in the community, to serve, to make a difference with Dinner Bell or Vacation Bible School or school. These things are what life is about, and what make it, and having other people to walk with you in a faith community, loving the Lord and loving each other makes a huge difference. And Tony's a great example of that. And that's all that's for each of us. My challenge is for people to find a faith community.
We're going to miss you, as I've already said, and sorry to hear that you're leaving. But Heath is getting a good man.
Glad to
and they will soon know that. Very good. So Peter McNabb, and I almost said Dr. Peter McNabb. I was just something that has come into my mind, and I can't get rid of it. But the Reverend Peter McNabb from First United Methodist Church, and my friend Tony Flippin, who has become once again an active member in the church recently. I'm John Mark Dempsey, and this is KSST.